Hey guys, this is going to be a little video about Puddles. This is Sir Puddleton the Fourth. He was a Goodwill find. So I've had him for quite a while. I found him a couple weeks ago while I was at work, and after I got off work, I actually came back and got him. So he was a Goodwill find. He was very well loved. He was so dirty because it looked like a child just like cuddled with him and then probably forgot him and threw him in like the toy bin, so to say. He is flatter than his other two components that I have, his other two ones that I have. So he is very well loved. You can tell there's some wear and tear on the feet. The beak, he's very flat looking. He's pretty flat. He's not as puffy as they would normally be. His wings are kind of flat too, so he was a Goodwill find, and for a long time I wanted to call him Puddles, and then I was like, Puddleton, so Puddleton stuck. Occasionally I do call him Puddles, so that's just occasionally, but he helps me with my anxiety and stuff, so as I said in the previous video, he helps with anxiety. Not only that, but he is actually baby safe, so if you guys are considering getting one of these for your kids, the eyes are sewn. He's an earlier version. He's a 2002 TY Incorporated, copyrighted 2002. His eyes are sewn on, so it doesn't have the button kind of eyes that a child can easily rip off. I mean, probably my personal preference, I do like the way they sew the eyes on in the 2002 version. So should I ever have children, one of these will go to them. I will keep one. I will keep two of them, and one of them will go to my child. So I know definitely Puddles will be staying with me, but my child will have one as well. I am going to get a couple back up and get as many as I can and look at them thrift stores and everything, and then kind of put the rest of them in a box and then just keep the 3 out that I have because he gets lonely. So this is Puddles. He is Sir Puddleton the Fourth. And they're gonna laugh, but like when I got him, I thought of I just thought of Sir Puddleton the Fourth, because I wanted him to be a knight. So yeah. So, and he is from Bath, England. So, not really. I actually found him in Clarksville, Tennessee, but that's his backstory. He is a traveling knight. He is Sir Puddleton the Fourth, knight of the elite squad, the Queen's elite deck squad. And he took a wrong turn, and he ended up in a child's care, and that child forgot him, and he ended up in Tennessee in Goodwill, and I found him and took him home. So yeah. So that's Puddles, and you can tell he's very old, he's very well loved. I had a very bad headache yesterday, and he helped with my headache, so he was my bed companion, my little companion to kind of cuddle and sleep with and stuff, so I do like him a lot. And then I have, you stay there, here's Paddles. Paddles was what was Paddles? Paddles was a good, not a Goodwill find, but Paddles was a Amazon find, and I found him on Amazon, and I was like, well, I want to get him because I want to see how the original felt and how fluffy he was, because I tried to get Puddles fluffy, but that just didn't fucking work. So yeah. So I found him on Amazon, and I actually got him, and I was going to give him to my nephew, but I just kind of cuddled and bonded with him, so I was like, oh, I can't give him away now, so I actually purchased my nephew a monkey one, at the local Hallmark store that we have here in the mall. So he is Sir Puddleton the Second, And he is also from Bath, England. He actually came from Lexington, Kentucky. So it's really funny how I get a hold of these things and keep them. So he is from Lexington, Kentucky, but his backstory is the same, basically the same. Somebody found him, and they took him back to Lexington, Kentucky, and he lived with that family, and he wasn't really played with. He was just more put on a shelf, and he kind of got sad, and I kind of got a hold of him, and I kind of bonded with him, and just, yeah. So, yeah. He is slightly used, you can tell. Obviously, he shows now, but when I first got him, he wasn't. You can tell he's kind of used up because I sleep with him and everything, and his feet are a little dirty and stuff, but other than that, he's in good condition. And then I have Sir Nameless over here. He is very soft. He is very much well loved. Like, he will be very well loved. So he smells really good for someone that's been stuck in a bag. He smells like a perfume. Again, his tags say 2002. He's new. I just got him. I haven't figured out what the name for him would be yet. His feet aren't as heavy as the other two are, so I think maybe he was just like the quick kind of got the short end of the deal when they were making him. They were kind of like running out of stuff, so yeah, so him, her, whatever. I think it's gonna be a her because, I don't know, I want a girl. Lady Pond. So this is Lady Pond. So I have Puddles, Paddles, and Pond. so Lady Pond, she is the Princess of Bath. She is actually from Boise, Idaho. So, I think she's the one from Boise, Idaho. I don't know if she's from Boise, Idaho, or if my DVD is actually from Boise, Idaho. I think she's from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I don't know. Again, I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to check my Amazon orders and see where she is from. But they do make a nice little cuddle buddy when you're lonesome. Yeah, she's shipped from Boise, Idaho, and Paddles shipped from Lexington, Kentucky. Yeah, I think Paddles shipped from Lexington. Yeah. No, Paddles came from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Okay, Paddles came from Chattanooga, Tennessee with my DVD. One of my DVDs came from Lexington, Kentucky, and Puddles came from Clarksville, Tennessee. So, yeah, so this is Lady Pond. She came from Boise, Idaho, so she went from somewhere that is up in the mountains to somewhere that is not up in the mountains, so I wonder why she's so soft. The people who had her, took really good care of her. She doesn't look very worn, other than the fact that her wings are a little less fluffy, but I'm sure they'll fluff up because I'm pretty sure she was just stuck in a bag. I like to play with her wings at night. Like their wings at night, I like to kind of go like this and fluff them, and it's more of a relaxation for me, so. But oh well, worst comes to worst, I can put more fluffing in there if I really needed to. So, but these are all my ducks that I have. And I guess if somebody requests it, then I guess I can do a video on my pluffies. I only have 4 pluffies. I have the 3 ducks, and I have a hippo called Toby. His name is Tubby, but I call him Toby. And he's a T-Lac Fluffy. He's from Lexington, not Lexington. He's actually from California. I forgot where in California it is, but it's like an hour out from Nashville. Or not Nashville, for Irwin, California. So, bye guys.